Judgement Zone. New Jersey man offers plenty of judgment outside of Planet Fitness. The wide windows offer onlookers field of vision for critiques. By Walter Brown. First published on Mudium. My wife Mary Jane and I traditionally take our nightly constitutional around the neighborhood of Barclay Farms. This is in New Jersey. It's a time for us to reconnect, discuss our day, our weekend plans, hold hands, and for her to complain about how fast I walk. We once enjoyed having an Asian supermarket right around the corner from our home, but that closed 2 years ago. That supermarket is now Planet Fitness. We'd been planning to join with the discount of our healthcare provider, but then we came across this man, once again, just last night. We'd seen him before, but I never thought of actually engaging with him. He could have been a freak. After a polite, "Good evening, young lovers," he said, he enjoys watching the worker outers. He takes notes, and he cracks jokes. "Don't tell me I can't be a critic," he said. "That's inside. I'm outside. Why offer such huge windows if what happens inside is so hush-hush?" he wondered. He said COVID-19 made him discover he could grow his hair long and luscious, and said the only problem is when he wears his mask that hides his beard and he gets called ma'am, like, all the time. Last night he agreed to share with us his notebook of criticisms and judgments. He laughed at the idea of not making judgments. Heck, we're human, right? We judge all the time. It keeps us out of danger. It's instinctive. The local man, who said he lived across the street behind the Wawa, would not divulge his name because he wouldn't want people to judge him as a loser with nothing better to do than lurking at people working out. He wore a yellow shirt, a hair ties for men black and white headband of unusually large width, and a hair tie in the back done up in what he called a man-tail. A man bun, no, but my man-tail, yes. I told him I was a writer and I would love to record his story. He said it was okay as long as it didn't reveal his identity. So I recorded what he told us on my Apple phone. Here is what he revealed in his notes. Number 1. Does that guy in tight black shorts and a too tight off-the-rack Kohl's white shirt really think he's working out? He must be, 45? He just likes showing off his package like some reject from Magic Mike. He walks around from machine to machine as if touching the machine is enough. And you know what's funny? The guy wipes his head down all the time with a white towel. I guarantee there is no sweat on that towel. Only the remnants of some overpriced body wash he bought at CVS. Number 2. Okay, here's one. That one woman there, the one in the yellow and black leopard striped yoga pants and the unflattering white shirt, my God, she's not wearing Spanx or underwear, and every pimple on her butt can be seen as well as her frontage. And just how old is she? I don't wish to body shame anyone, but come on, right? Wouldn't I make the public vomit if I walked around in a Speedo? And if that wasn't bad enough, she's been on that one machine for like half an hour doing 10 reps with 10 pounds? Number 3. And here's this kid. You see him? Now, I got to admire this kid. Well, I got to admire people in there doing something because getting healthy, right? That's pretty impressive. I admit that. Now, this kid has all the right swag. Those sneakers are brand new. I think his mommy must iron his gym wear from Dick's. And he's new here. I've never seen him before. And he goes from machine to machine like a madman. He does 10 reps of low weight, wipes off the machine, and he's around the gym in an hour kind of guy. Number 4. Okay, how about that one tall woman on the treadmill? I swear she runs 20 miles a night on that thing. Her posture is perfect. And every 5 minutes, like a machine, she hits her water bottle. Something that must cost what the military pays for a toilet seat. She's almost too perfect, like Mrs. Roboto, as she doesn't want to appear human. She talks to no one, especially not that guy with the junk trunks. Number 5. I love that guy there. He comes here a few times a week around the same time. His wife drops him off. God knows where she goes. By the looks of her, sorry, she needs fitness more than her hubby. He's on the treadmill too, but can he walk any slower? Can he just do what he does just walking around the neighborhood? And he wipes down his forehead. He dabbles his hairy armpits like, what, once every minute? I get more of a workout just looking at that guy, right? And his damn earbuds keep falling out. Why not get proper headphones? And his phone keeps popping out of his baggy drawers. And when he bends over, well, that's worth a paragraph of criticism right there, my friend. Number 6. Right, so those two dudes in the corner with the free weights, don't you think they're at the wrong place? Look at them. What they wear, those half shirts that reveal lower abs and arms and rings of muscle in the back, I bet you they douche themselves with golden oil like Achilles and Patroclus before working out. One spots the other guy. They could probably bench all 3 of us for breakfast. And then one fist pounds the other and then they take turns. They don't wipe down the bench. I'm not sure whether or not they're just showing off to all those other we're trying types. I'm a little sus on those two. Jealous? Yeah, maybe, but those brains may just be filled with muscle and workout lube. Number 7. Right, that middle-aged woman in yellow on the bike, she's hilarious. Sometimes I think I can actually hear her singing from out here. The fitness guy in purple has to frequently tap her on the shoulder to tell her to quiet down. She seems to love Motown, and when Smokey Robinson gets into your soul, you can't stop, right? And her facial expressions. I mean, she imbibes the whole song. And I love her Bluetooth headphones. They are so large on her small head, and when she's done, her permed hair has these large indents from the headphones. And it's the only thing she does, the bike. And she rides like it's Sunday afternoon in the park with George. Number 8. That guy there, he's the worst. He tries to talk to everyone. At least junk in the trunk doesn't talk to people. I guess he's well-meaning, but is this really the place to hook up? I guess he's lonely, and with COVID-19 and all, I get it. At least now, most don't wear masks. He samples the machine after machine, and those sneakers look like 20 years old. I guess the low fees of the gym can just bring anyone in. I'm sorry, was that cruel? Well, I am a critic, man. Number 9. How about that one worker over there? He's new. He's young, and he's gorgeous, right? But he looks so unhappy. I know he gets bored. I wonder if he went to college and can't find a job. Maybe he was like a physical education major and can't wait to get paid as a teacher to blow a whistle while watching kids walk around the track. I've seen him arrange and rearrange the displays for an hour. He's on his phone all the time, and I would love to know what he's looking at. You know, I just like observing people. Number 10. Okay, I know I'm boring you with all these notes of mine, and God knows what you think of me, but actually, I walk here every night and circle around, and it's not like I sit down out here with a beer and beach chair and stare at people. I may be rather freaky, but that's too obvious, right? Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's this woman, and I should capitalize her name as woman, as the archetype, as the model woman. She has the derriere that could have only been sculpted by Michelangelo. Now it's Monday, and she won't be here until tomorrow, but she has this routine, and she knows what she's doing. She's about my age, but so much better shape. In about an hour, she does like 15 different machines at different weights, and she's polite to people. Oh, I love her smile. I don't see a ring. Sometimes women wear false rings just to keep freaks like me away, right? So I asked this man if he planned on joining Planet Fitness to get to know her. He laughed. He just rubbed his neck to reveal the extra COVID weight he gained, and then rubbed his belly like a bowl full of jelly, he said. I don't know, he said. The whole online dating thing hasn't worked for me. I asked him why, if I could be so bold. Well, one woman sent pubis pictures of herself, and that was just freaky. And another said she would only date me if I swore allegiance to Jesus Christ. And then on another date, a woman brought her father with her as protection. My wife, who by this time was sitting on the curb checking her phone, I think she was annoyed by my interest in this Planet Fitness critic. I said, Hey, Mary Jane, do you think all three of us could join together and we could help our friend here with his love interest? I know you're fine, babe, but I know I could drop a few pounds. She shook her head. No, I think you may have found a new buddy, she said. Why don't you two join together as a comedy team? You seem almost like the same man. It was getting late, she said, and by this time the guy in the purple shirt was coming outside to ask what our problem was and that if we could please leave. We're getting criticisms from inside about this freak by the window, he said. The guy in yellow smiled. And to think, I didn't think they allowed to be critics inside, only outside. And with that, we parted. I said we could probably see him again tomorrow night during our nightly walk. He walked away too, and then, after 10 minutes of walking, I turned back, and there he was again, looking in the window. Those notes of his, of various characters, would make for a good novel, I said. Has the eye of a F. Scott Fitzgerald. Damn, he's the eye of T.J. Ecclesburg. My wife simply shook her head, said we were both crazy, and said we should pick up a new walk routine. I hate to think about what he's writing about us now. He probably thinks we're freaks. I said she was right. Writers are freaks. You never know when one is going to write about you, and bam, you end up in some essay or an article or a novel. Do you mind if I write when we get home, I asked? I need to transcribe this conversation. No, she said. That means I can catch a psycho thriller on Netflix. Not that I need Netflix for that, right? So many psychos everywhere. The roll of her eye told me everything. God, I love her.